What's up? And welcome back to my journey from 1100 to 1500 ELO on chess.com in 100 days. We have finally reached day 20, which means that we are 1/5 of the way there. As of today, my rating is 1179. I had a good win today against a guy that was rated 1180. So we've made significant progress from day 11 because if you remember day 11, I had dropped my rating almost to where I started. I think I was at like 1130. So that brings me almost 50 ELO points this week, which means it's been a pretty good week. So I'm happy to see that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the game that I played. In this game, I have the black pieces, and I'm playing against a guy named Filter. I believe that's the Italian flag there. So, if you've been watching for a while, I got the black pieces. Can you guess what kind of opening I'm going to do? If you guess the Pirc or the King's Indian, you're absolutely right. So let's go ahead and take a look here. He starts with e4, d6, and this is the Pirc defense, the classical, what they call the quiet system. Why it's called the quiet system, I'm not quite sure. If you do know why it's called the quiet system, please leave that information in the comments. That would help me out tremendously. And this is right where I stepped out of the book move, according to chess.com. And after move 6, it says that white has a 0.2 advantage. But they call this the book move. I don't understand how I stepped out and stepped back in, I guess. If you could hear that in the background, there are a bunch of huskies next door that like to howl during all times of the day, so forgive me for that. And as a move 8, I feel pretty comfortable here. I believe this is all stuff that I've worked on in my opening repertoire on Chessable. For those of you who don't know, I believe it's Robert Ramirez, but I could be wrong. I'll have to check that out. So that's a strange move. I've never really seen him take the knight back there. And the knight didn't really do much from there most of the game. So I decided at this point the best move probably is to attack right here. I can get my queen out. So then he makes this move, which they say is a mistake. The better move right here for him was knight g4. I'm bringing this out here. It would be attacking my knight, this pawn. Plus he's got some pretty good attack on this square. But he plays this. And at this point, this d5 pawn becomes a target. I understand it's a weakness. He does have the knight and the queen watching it. I got both knights on it. And at some point, I'd like to also get my queen attacking it and also the bishop. So we'll see just how that works out. By the way, this is one of the longer games I've played recently. This is, I believe, this game was above 50 moves. I decided to take that pawn. It looks kind of funny here, and I'm sure he's gonna bring his bishop over there to take that, but maybe I could have pushed the pawn. Then I have an isolated pawn, and he just attacks that. So I don't know. In this move, I put the king in check and attacking this square. But I do realize if I take this square, he gets this pawn here. So it doesn't seem like the best kind of move right now. This right here was an inaccuracy. They say the best move in this position was rook f2. But he moves his king out of the way. And then this right here was a miss. My better move in this position was queen takes b2. Which I'm not quite sure why they would say that. Because then he also has the move of bishop takes d6. Even if I did this, it still says I'm better. Plus I have nothing. Now it's queen takes c3. Oh wow. Well, I didn't really consider that. I didn't see that far ahead. But I play this. I don't want this knight or this bishop sneaking down here. Engine didn't like that move. His better move at this point was queen d2. Getting the queen out, connecting the rooks. He didn't like this move. He said it was an inaccuracy. The better move for me at this point is bishop d7. For the same thing, getting the bishop out, connecting my rooks. Anyways, I play this. And after move 14, it says I got about a 0.7 advantage. He puts a third attacker on this square. I got 3 attackers. So my plan now is push this, get a 4th attacker on there. And they don't like that move. They say my better move in this position was knight f5. Pretty much just giving up on the attack on this square. It says that move was an inaccuracy. The engine likes rook e1, but he moves the queen over instead. And now this square is pretty much mine. They didn't like that move. The better move was rook e8. Either way, I take the free pawn. He takes. I take. Now he decides to give me another free pawn, but I don't take it for whatever reason. I think my intention was to. I don't know what my intention was. Says the best move in this is not even to take this pawn, but bishop e6. I can see now why protecting it from that direction is better, because for a while this knight was pinned. But I realize now that what my intention was to move this here, take this, and then, whenever this bishop moves, I got a checkmate right there. And now he kind of just says, you have to take my free pawn. So I do. He moves the bishop over here, not really attacking anything, so I tried to push him out. The better move was finally to get my rook involved, which I was thinking about, but I didn't play it quite yet. The better move right here was queen c7. Not quite sure why, but or even queen c8 or rook fe8. But I saw the free pawn. I decided to take it, putting me up 3. This move right here says is a blunder. Rook a e8 was the better move for me to do now, but for whatever reason I'm bringing this rook over, I believe, which is good. I say it's okay. This move gave me a 2.9 advantage. In this position, the engine likes g5, and I see that because this bishop has nowhere to go. The engine right here likes a queen takes g5, but he's got 2 free pawns pretty much he's eyeing. I don't think he takes either. Instead puts an attack on my queen. Another attack. Still double protecting this knight. His better move right now was rook b c1, claiming that open file, but he plays this instead, which doesn't really do much, just allows me to move my queen again. Once again attacks my queen, and I get it to safety. And he finally takes that knight from that nasty looking position there. But in the process of doing that, he did block the queen in. I would have still had protection, and I was kind of eyeballing this move. But right now I'm forking the rook and the bishop. I have the intention right now, being up 5, of trading down pieces, trying to break down this king side. And he gives me a good opportunity to do that. So now we're at move 34. I got a 5.1 advantage, and I'm pretty happy with my position here. Says this was the best move. I thought about, where do I start from now? I also looked at this square, but he decides I'm down 5. Let's trade queens. For whatever reason he chose that idea, I'm not quite sure, because it's the cardinal rule that you don't want to trade down when trade pieces when you're down in the exchange, but that's what he wanted to do, so we trade him out. Then it just comes down to the end game play here. I'm reading that Jeremy Silman book, The Amateur's Mind, and he said rooks love to be behind pawns that are going to be, racing for the queening, should I say. So I just keep gaining tempo. He keeps moving that rook around in bad places. Now I got a fork here. Nice king fork. I do understand that his king wants this bishop, but I don't think there's anything at this point he's going to be able to do to stop me from promoting this pawn. Now he wants the bishop again. You can have it, and I'll take your rook if you want, but he doesn't want to do that. So I bring the bishop up. At this point, there's really nothing he can do. I'm going to promote this pawn. So he resigned, and that was at move 51. So I was pretty happy with this game here. I believe the engine said that I didn't have any blunders. And I feel like I played pretty good chess. I can't remember whether it said that I played, was it 1450? It said I played a 1750 game rating, which, I'm always happy to see. 83.4% accuracy. So, in my eyes, that's a pretty good game. Good way to start week or day 20. So we've made it this far, and I think my goal for this next 10 days is definitely to hit 1200. I think that's very realistic, considering the rate that I've been going and the progress I've been making. As long as I keep playing smarter chess, I can see it happening. So, thanks for tuning in, and if you're on a similar journey than this, please comment and let me know that you're doing this, and I'll check out your channel. Or if you noticed any moves that I could have made that I didn't, comment that as well. I'd love to hear your input. And thanks for tuning in to day 20. I'll see you tomorrow for day 21.